close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Ok, bonjour. Bonjour. Alors. Hop. Ça. Tac. Voilà. Tac. Voilà. Bon. Je me suis connecté tout à l'heure. J'ai fait mes cotis. Pour avoir déjà la prime de la semaine. Ça, c'est bon. Tac. J'étais à l'IU. Donc c'est pour ça que maintenant je suis là. Je me suis TP là. Mais c'était plus là-bas. Oh, les perles ils sont revenus. Si je commence à farmer, bon, faut que je fasse les quêtes. Bon, il m'en manque plus tant que ça. C'est pour up au max. Donc vraiment, je suis bien. Je suis bien en termes de ces matériaux-là. Il y a des gens qui disent « Oh, c'est compliqué et tout ». Pour de vrai, c'est un des matériaux les plus simples à ramasser. Il y en a beaucoup. Ils sont pas chiants à récolter. Pour moi, le plus chiant à récolter, c'est les scarabrutos à Inazuma. C'est la seule raison de pourquoi j'ai pas main Ezu. J'adorais Ezu au début. Et je l'ai plus joué parce que je ne trouvais pas de scarabruto. Maintenant avec le truc, ça doit être plus simple. De aller récolter là. Mais sans quoi, c'était une galère. Et comme j'avais une nomade, du coup, bah... j'ai joué nomade après. Mais en vrai de vrai... Ezu aurait été plus facile à up. J'aurais jamais pu le nomade. Donc quand je suis parti avec Orloma ici. Il y est toujours. Bah, elle a disparu. Ça a fait vite. Hein. Village de Nasha. Très bien. C'était pas celui-là que je voulais, mais tant pis. Quoi? Il y a de l'eau? Conseillère en mode? Bon, elle est pas si bien habillée que ça.
The wild hunt assault on Star Sand Shoal, you mean? Huge wave. First I've ever seen of that size. Good thing it was so brief.
No, I mean there's been another to the north of Nasha Town.
What? How many does that make in the last couple of days now?
Can't be helped. There are only a handful stationed on our side in the first place, and the cannon hasn't been fixed yet either. They've been strained to breaking point for a while now, I'll bet.
Ah non, elle est juste passé derrière. Non, elle a disparu. Il avait mis l'usine, elle a disparu.
I'm bugging out if this goes on much longer.
Je suis mon retour.
And here you all told me this was a good place to do business. Fool me.
Hey now, this could be our big break. My second eldest brother made his fortune off wild hunt attacks, you know. Come on, let's get moving. There won't be...
Left for us to scavenge. I did hear about an overturned cargo vehicle over there.
Hey,
Should have told him that those are dangerous thoughts. Guess you're right. Even if we solve this wild hunt problem, they'd probably just jump headfirst into some new danger if they thought they could earn some quick mora. Paimon will have you know that when it comes to staying out of trouble, greed and cowardice make... Hey look! I know an Inefa are here in Nasha Town! Oh, considering what those people said... Dying to know something, aren't you? Ha! Paimon can even guess what you want for dinner. She'll place the orders. Anyway, let's just go.
Oh. Il y a un truc bizarre. Ah non, c'est ses mains. Je sais pas, de loin, on aurait dit qu'il y avait une mini Catherine devant Catherine. Ça m'a perturbé.
Familiar faces identified. Our good friends, the Traveler.
Whoa, free manual labor detected. Those evaluations could not be more different.
This is Sosi, Sergeant Major of the nearby Lightkeepers. He's stationed here in this town.
Wait, that means...
He is Flynn's superior, as far as position is considered.
a pleasure to meet you all.
This is the Traveler and Paimon, friends of ours. They're experienced adventurers who are new to Nod-Krai.
Hi there.
Indeed. The sooner we can get it firing again, the quicker we can ease our current predicament. 2 more wild hunt incursions have come sweeping in at different locations after the last one at Star Sand Shoal. Our manpower is already stretched at...
Hasn't Flint's gone back to your HQ to ask for reinforcements?
Huh.
Yeah. That's what
He hasn't contacted me about that yet. As per standing orders, he should be leading a team to root out the wild hunt. Yeah, well, he does act outside the remit of his orders sometimes. I'm a superior, yes, but...
So, he made the call for backup on his...
hard to say. Contacting HQ's a tricky business. I should know, I've tried. They either refuse my requests outright or end up dragging their... And all the while, we're the ones who have to deal with the wild hunt. Which, by the way, can strike anywhere in Nod-Krai without warning, sweeping across vast swaths of land. We need to send our personnel where they're needed most. A single missive will not do much to change HQ's attitude. Flynn's understands this well enough, I'm sure. We usually sort our foes ahead of time into ones that our Ratniki will take care of and ones that we'll target using the cannon. I finished the preliminary dispatch.
Okay. Hurry up, I know. Fix this, I know. You fix it if you're in such a hurry. That, or bring me some snacks. This is tiring work over here.
Could you at least tell me how long we'll be delayed? We're way past our scheduled firing time.
Well, that's your fault for firing too often recently. Machines get overworked too, you know. You could try thinking about... Sorry, what?
In layman's terms, this refers to wear and tear. As such, a machine is more liable to fail the unhappier it becomes. The exact...
All right. I'm not good at this stuff, I know that. But let me stress that we Lightkeepers are the primary financial backer of this.
Oui, il dégonne Natlan.
And our backing does cover
Natlan,
the fees for
extérieur.
subsequent repair and
Ah, c'est Nod-Krai.
maintenance.
Encore Natlan. Il y a beaucoup de gens d'Atlan.
I'd say that was a good deal for you. You should thank the Krumkake craft shop. That means me, by the way. For making. Do you even know how much it would have cost you if you bought all?
Reminder, your future snack budget will have to be halved without the long-term commission payment, I know. Calculating a viable and cheaper option. Lavender melon.
What? No! Absolutely not! Wouldn't this place be crawling with more monsters than there are fungi and Sumeru by then?
That might not be the concern you think it is. The monsters of the Wild Hunt are only active in the immediate vicinity of its attacks. They will not spread any further, on their own initiative at least. We Lightkeepers will also keep an eye on those areas, both to monitor the monsters and to prevent people from entering. That said, I'm afraid I can't wait 3 hours before dispatching manpower to the locations.
And here's where my need for manual labor comes in. There are some checks I haven't finished yet, but with your Wait! But we don't know a thing about this stuff. You'll be fine, trust me. Just take this. Oh, whoa! This book is so heavy! Then you can use Beep Boop Pizza to run diagnostics on the cannon. It'll tell you what to do. And this book will help you understand Beep Boop Pizza.
Pita. Pita.
This cannon was built using more than 50 components from different factories and manufacturers. Aino has bound the manuals into one volume. Also, please note, the device's name is Birgitta.
So, it's manual. Yep. And if you're quick about this, we might just cut our time to fire down by a whole 2/3.
I'll go with you.
Nice. So you'll check the outside and the Nefa inside. Come find me in the control room once you're done. Cool?
Instructions received. Please go about your work seriously as well,
Hey! A little snacking will also improve my efficiency, but... Aino's explanations for things that don't interest her are a bit... Isn't Beep Boopita just following us around? Sure doesn't seem as smart as she said it is. How are we even supposed to know what to check?
I've watched Inefa perform routine repairs before. It seems some sort of maintenance port must first be found, and then this small robot...
Ah, so you're in the know.
Now that I'm not so sure of.
Works for Paimon. Is this it? Probably not. Or this one? Oh, ew! Stinks of machine oil.
That thing over there looks promising.
Where? Oh, yeah! It does! Let's try it out. Whoa! It's flying! Does that... So, right. We got this working without understanding it.
Still, it's impressive how you figured things out right away.
Paimon's up next, along with this stupidly heavy book. Ugh. Let's see. Should be just like checking a dictionary. The matching result for this symbol is... check passed. All systems normal. Wait.
Well, as they say, no new...
Yeah, guess you're right. Just feels like we... Paimon's getting the hang of... And this time... Huh? Why are you angry? Oh. We need to take note of the order in which its eye colors change. Purple, spread. Hey, slow down! Paimon didn't catch that! What? So now we've got musical prompts too? Weren't you only supposed to be a beep-boop machine? Alright, one final stop.
Agreed. I must say, you two have a talent for maintenance work. A bit shaky at points.
Good eye. Paimon's the real...
Really, I'd have liked to share the load, but you were really getting into it.
Ugh. Couldn't you have mentioned that
Six. Toujours plus.
A pictorial prompt this time. Don't worry. We gotta take note of the flashing patterns. One yellow flash, nothing for 2 seconds, then 2 yellow flashes means the components here are overdue for regular maintenance. Maintenance is a high priority task. The device will be rendered inoperable until it is complete. Switch Beep Boop Beta to input mode to set the description of input mode isn't on this page. Ugh. Phew. That was a real struggle.
Yeah, good work indeed. But it seems this input... Well, looks like we're all good. We can remove this thing now. I've no clue, frankly. But whatever. I got a feeling we've all given up trying to... I'll go get the replacement component. We should be done once we pop it in here. What do you think? Maintenance work's easier than running errands, wouldn't you say?
That's for sure. You know what? Paimon took him for the stony type at first. Let's wait for him here, huh?
Are your tasks complete?
Yep. Sosie's gone to get the replacement component. We'll be done here once we put it on.
Allow me to check against the recorded data. Yes. This component is approaching its replacement deadline. The cannon will generate immense recoil when fired. If this is not controlled, the firing platform will become misaligned. This part is designed to anchor the cannon.
Huh. So, if the cannon isn't fixed in place, will it start spinning?
A novel analogy, but an apt one. The large-scale damage that might follow this component is currently easily damaged. The materials are not up to par, and there are still some design flaws. But estimated waiting time remaining: 7 minutes. Would you like a crumb cocket?
Yeah! Dessert's just the best after a...
Certainly. It will be ready shortly. Observation. Freshly baked crumb cocky results in the most efficient improvements upon human happiness.
Thanks for the treat.
Elle a un four en elle.
Thanks. Things went great over here, too. So, as we...
Understood. I will inform the inhabitants of Nasha Town and have them make preparations for the...
And I'll inform the Ratniki stationed around Wild Hunt anomalies to make sure they fall back in it. Thanks for your kind assistance. I better make a move. Ratniki from other sites should have sent reports back here, and I'll need to sort...
Righty then. See ya. Bet this huge cannon's a real sight when it fires.
That is correct. A huge crowd tends to gather on its own accord on such occasions. Pure, bright energy rays have never failed to inspire obsessed admirers. If you are interested, you can come back later to behold it.
Sure. We did help fix it after all. It'd be weird if we didn't want to see it in action. Oh yeah. Wonder where that strange phantom went. Let's try our luck at the flagship. See you later.
Just be sure not to miss my masterpiece in action.
My masterpiece. Le navire amiral.
Is it just Paimon? Or are there more people here now? Oh,
Bah, l'autre elle danse plus sur la chaise.
Since we're sniffing for and maybe, just maybe, let's get some of their berries and oh, come on.
Excuse me, are you guests? Ah, if you wish to return to your room while the banquet is on, please use the side door.
No, we're not heading back to our room. Are we not allowed?
That is correct. Only those invited to the banquet may enter. Our goal is to ensure that our regulars can familiar with our ways already, I see. But here in Nod-Krai, channels hold equal value to Mora. I am but a lowly employee, so you'll have to forgive.
It's fine. Can't be easy being you. Looks like we'll have to switch Nefer, right? The curatorium does seem to all... but if we ask her straight up, she'll likely squeeze us for all we're worth. Ooh, Paimon's got a plan! Llama got Nefer to help her prep some medicine. We'll be heading to Hisi Island later anyway to ask Llama to help us use the moon marrow. Couldn't we deliver the medicine? Well, if Nefer doesn't mention a payment, we can cash our services in. The thought of Mora made...
Hop.
Hey, Black Cat, we're here! Oh, it's you this time.
Hello, you two. What's up?
Not much. Just here to say hi. Also, we'll be going to Hisi Island later, so we can deliver the medicine.
How thoughtful of them. Bet they... Well, the faster the delivery, the better, naturally. And Yehoda's gone to get the medicine, and she should be back any moment now. If you have nothing else to do, feel free to wait here.
Don't mind if we do then. Thanks.
Oh yes, I'm sure you've all heard about what's going on. Nasha Town's in turmoil, and right now everyone wants intel. Whether it's to strike it rich, save their lives, or escape whatever
So you're busy making more...
It's not all good news, I'm afraid. We're stretched so thin that our clients have taken to compete. The price for taking priority slots has all but skyrocketed. In other words, we've had to suspend free intel handouts.
She cornered us right away!
If there's anything that worries me right now, it's the wild hunt. It affects everything we...
That doesn't sound too hard. If you need something delivered, hit us up and...
Is that so? But... no. Forget I said anything. I mean, is there now? You should have said so sooner. Far be it for me to extort you, of all people, for...
What's there left for us to say here?
More like our common Most who live here only wish to defend their own interests. But we are different, are we not? We both seek to resolve the
Or like make a profit off the wild hunt.
Dissatisfied, are we? The number of commissions over at the Adventurers Guild spikes during tumultuous times, too.
Well,
We might squeeze some advantage out of chaos, but equally chaos, and what business would there be left should it end in some great slaughter, or put to flight many who call Nasha Town their home? And as I understand, the two of you are here in Nod-Krai to follow a trail of clues.
well,
In that case, We should keep Nod-Krai the paradise people say it is. You must understand. No force exists here that would inspire unconditional. After that incident with Lauma, I'm inclined to believe you. Yourself, though it's rare for a reason, kid. Just a shame that our mysterious phantom has hidden itself well. Between that and its ability to shift shapes, it will no doubt be... Really, I'd be all too glad to pass on any additional intel I gain. We make a good team, after all, don't you think?
That does make sense. Sorry, Nefer. Paimon took you for someone who only cares about profit.
A well-placed only, indeed, Paimon. Nothing.
Wait, so you were ready to work with us from the start?
Why, of course. In fact, I was wondering when I might bring this up the moment you entered.
But...
Hey, boss, I'm back. Huh?
Indeed they are. In fact, they've volunteered to deliver the medicine to Lauma on our behalf. And totally free of charge.
Really? Great! Oh, in that case, guess I'll be
Got a few more places for you to visit right here, dear.
Huh? Haven't I already worked a few days' worth of overtime already?
Well, we better get this medicine delivered pronto. Huh? Surely not. The special medication from before wasn't so.
Wait, that can't be. Let me see. This is... it was raining back there, so... could it have happened while I was resting at the store? Sorry, I'll get it back right now.
Hey!
Well then, any plans? If not...
We were thinking of doing that, but we didn't get much out of it.
Ah, yes, the banquet is on today. Perfect.
Huh? Can you get us an invitation?
Oh, come now. What are we? Sticklers for the rule?
Bah ouais. En vrai, on pète la gueule en file, on rentre. C'est pas compliqué. Moi ça me paraît légit.
Lady Nefer, a pleasure to see you. Oh, and...
That's right. My apologies. Consider it...
Oh no, it was no trouble at all.
Not even an invitation check? Oh, Paimon didn't realize...
Tout le monde regarde bizarre quand même.
Finally! Now, what do we...
Pardon me. I'm sure we're all having a good time. But I would like you all to meet a mysterious guest I invited for just this. I give you tonight's special guest, a renowned mixologist from Mondstadt.
Are you serious? Nice to meet you.
I'm sure that no more needs to be said about Mondstadt's wine industry. After all, we are all connoisseurs of fine. The special drinks menu is being set before you as we speak. Now then, for a time, let us set aside a...
Ah, I see. A new face for the bar.
And here I was thinking, that ain't a familiar face.
Well, it's a rare occasion to be sure. Wanna order a glass?
I spoke to the owner. The bar is all yours. The recipes are available for your perusal here. Not to worry. I've taken the liberty of...
How'd you set this up?
Well, as long as you know what both sides need. Negotiations are essentially... The flagship already had plans to invite a professional mixologist from Mondstadt anyway. So consider this a trial. Demyon will assist you. Serving guests with drinks will be the of course. Every guest will have their
Got it. We'll give it a
In the meantime, I'll go mingle with
Hello. How may
T'es noir? D'accord.
Good work. Now then.
Ever consider returning to Snezhnaya?
Oh, thanks. Tell you what, I envy people like you. I'm like a man in a leaking boat, soon to be food for the fish. I wouldn't come to this dump if there were any better place to be.
Come now. Surely it isn't that bad. We've still got the light keepers.
You trust them? I wouldn't. Wouldn't trust anyone, really. We're stuck with a wild hunt here. The Snezhnayans can't be bothered, the Lightkeepers can't spare the people, and everyone else, they're a mess. I'd sooner put an ounce of faith in that cannon. Forget it. Let's just drink. Let's see if this new mixologist is worth the billing.
Hello. How may I sit? Good work.
I doubt the Snezhnayans will stand idly by if this wild hunt just leave it over there. These are bounties. If you want to negotiate
Bet you
prices,
some people are just waiting for this place to fall further into chaos.
you've got a plan for that then?
Hard to say. But what I can say is that the situation in Nashitown will get out of hand if that cannon isn't fired soon. That gun's a symbol. The most solid proof that ordinary folks like
Here's the
us
thing.
can stand up against the
Can't
wild
live
hunt.
life without-
Wait.
Bro, what if that was nothing but an illusion? What if, let's say, the cannon was never meant to be fired? For our sakes at least.
Surely this town is still of value to those who control it.
Of course, but that's all it is. Value. For us, though, there's no place but Nashitown. And we're putting its life and ours in their hands.
I get what you mean. Let's just see how this plays out first.
Seems like they're all talking about the cannon already. Guess that's why Sosie was so anxious.
Hello. How may
Le vin qui ressemble à une bouteille d'eau, j'ai jamais vu ça. Mettre une sous-tasse sous un verre aussi, j'ai jamais vu ça non plus.
Good work.
Good work.
Oh, so this order was yours.
Indeed. So, any
Ah, you two must be Nefer's friends. A pleasure to meet you. If you've got a moment, let's have a drink.
Paimon doesn't recall there being any other orders right now. Sure then, we can take a break.
Then come, sit. Dimyon, 2 wildberry trails if you would. Hints is the name. I help out at the Rossum workshop in town. They usually put me in charge of making and repairing simple machines.
Paimon's name is Paimon. Pleased to meet you.
Anyway, help me keep an eye out, all right? valuable intel.
Oh, come on. Is that how it is between us? I mean, I wouldn't even have this job if it hadn't been for your...
So, you've known each other a long time.
That's right. I came to Nod-Krai with nothing at all. Would have starved on the streets if I hadn't met Nefer. She lent me money to study a craft, and even introduced me to Aino and the Voynich Guild, which is how I slowly carved out a living for myself.
That's a... Huh. So Nefer can be an...
Well, I'd also say she needed a willing and able machinist at her disposal. Come now, Aino's talents are better spent on issues bigger than basic machine repair and component man. I did think myself a dab hand at such work at first, but compared to her, I might as well be a trainee who couldn't weld a wire to save his life. It took me a long while, but I finally got to the point where I could make my own machines, and even maintain some of Aino's relatively complex ones, like Kuvaki detectors or mechanical arms.
He's the one responsible for maintaining Yehoda's robotic arm.
Oh, speaking of that, didn't Sosi have a mechanical arm too?
That's right, one of Aino's masterful designs. I could never design one of those in my life, but if you gave me its blueprint, I could hammer one out. Nowadays, I've got regular customers, which makes for a decent keep. Even got a kid, if you can believe it. On the flip side, being a family man means I can't just flee this place whenever I feel like it, so I'm afraid I'm counting on you to help solve it.
All the more reason to be proactive and do your part. Wringing our hands into... Oh, wait. Just another question that's been bothering me. Have you heard anything about people seeing illusion?
I have heard of humanoid shapes being sighted, but familiar faces... Most would think they'd lost their wits from fright if they started hallucinating. After all, no ordinary person could survive an assault from those monsters. Does this have anything to do with our current wild hunt?
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
All right, I get it.
Perhaps.
I'll keep my ear to the ground for you. And naturally, my lips will stay tightly sealed.
Then we'll take our leave. Enjoy your drinks. He's a social man. You can often find him here chatting with... Since he's never heard of the wild hunt exhibiting the power to imitate familiar faces.
Huh. That does sound worth noting. How about we go talk to a few more people?
A good idea. And one our upcoming activity will facilitate. Come.
Thank you for waiting, everyone. The roulette showdown is ready to be...
Finally!
Come on, let's go try our hand.
Joining us, new guy?
What?
No, you won't. The one who'll be mixing the roulette special has to take part. Those are... That's more like...
Since we have a new friend with us today, let me go over the rules in brief. The wheel before you is divided into an inner and outer circle. Participants must take turns to spin the pointer. The drinks are divided into juice, tea, and alcohol. With that last further, spin your way to a non-alcoholic beverage, and you'll score no points. Otherwise, you get 1 to 3 during a round of drinking. One participant may choose another with less points than them.
This sounds like it might favor those who score higher, but push your luck and you might not recall any answers.
And that's why the person mixing the drinks has to take part. You know, just in case they decide to pour heavy, then sit back and...
Not that our newcomer looks like the drinking type. Either way, looks like...
Anything you drink will be replenished. And additionally, I have decided to sponsor a single serving of Dark Horse.
What? Do my ears deceive me? A chance to drink Dark Horse and Nod-Krai?
Dark Horse. Guess we'll have to take...
Indeed. The Dark Horse could be yours to... And if our lucky winner can drain the whole serving in one go, they will gain the right to ask...
High risk, high reward. That's gotta be some strong...
Now, if there are no other questions, let us begin. Allow me to get the ball rolling. Intensity 3. Looks like I'll have to put my back into it today.
Let's go!
Wow, this is
Oh, my turn. All right, man, fess up. You've been making a killing lately. Where's it all been coming from?
Hey, bro. I heard you met up with some big shot from the Voynich Guild. Mind introducing...
Oula.
A normal drink, huh?
We've reached the final round of the roulette showdown. Let's see who gets the last
I gotta say, you Mondstadters really know your alcohol. These recipes are super good.
I was wanting to ask about your wife. Your wife.
You're up.
Whoa! New face here just drew the Dark Horde.
Bottoms up! Bottoms up!
Hey, will you be alright? You wanna just give this one to Paimon?
Whoa! He actually downed it in one.
Nice job! No wonder you Mondstadter... Me? Well, what do you think? Absolutely. If there was something else, I didn't stop to see it. Just took off as... Oh, and guess who showed up just as I'd gotten out of there? Those good-for-nothing rat Niki, that's who. If my luck had been just a little worse, they'd have found nothing but my corpse. Or whatever was left of it anyway. Either way, there's nothing in there you'd want.
I see some downcast faces. Why, have we all hit our limit?
Says who?
Because you didn't drink that much.
In that case, let me raise another glass.
Hello, sir. Lady Nefer has ordered a fresh round of drinks. Could you deliver it to her?
Huh? Are they playing cards? I'm on spice.
Same as usual then? One die, 100,000 Mora.
I'm not here to do business with you.
Come now, I've already ordered us drinks. Or are you looking to add another line to your ledger of arrears?
Oh.
So, let's go over this again. Then we have a deal. Come, you two. Take a seat as...
What are we even doing here? I can give you 3 things. The features of the Wild Hunt, the exact locations where it has appeared, and the intel we've received from the light. The Wild Hunt is in fact a phenomenon linked to abyssal power. Fog and monsters follow in its wake, posing a lethal danger to ordinary people. On the flip side, these monsters cannot leave the fog, so the disaster cannot spread quickly.
We already know all that.
Fair enough. Here's a map of current Wild Hunt anomalies that I snagged from the Lightkeepers, including the location.
That's...
We've never seen anything like this either.
That's not enough. 4 dice.
Cool it, all right? I'm not done. Now, the Lightkeepers don't want you to know this, but weirdly enough, more Wild Hunt sites have disappeared than their involvement would indicate.
Isn't that normal? They're not the only ones fighting the Wild Hunt after all. Adventurers do that too.
I'd agree. And really, we've always had a small, stable discrepancy between reported anti-wild...
What could that even mean?
I've got 2 theories. 1, that some new force is clearing the Wild Hunt out in secret. Or 2, that some Ratniki are not reporting the odds of the former happening is low. Not many organizations can even engage the Wild Hunt. Never mind, keep those If you're interested, I'd recommend following the latter.
Paimon doesn't really get it. What would anyone gain from doing that?
Now that's what I call interesting intel. No wonder you've been doing well for yourself lately. Even if you've mostly just been reselling my intel.
Please, stop. This is all I've got for you.
Oh, stop that. Why, people might start thinking me a bull. Let me give you an opportunity instead. Out of respect for your independent intelligence gathering. An answer to a simple question. Have you heard of people seeing familiar faces within a wild hunt?
No, nothing like that. Nothing at all but ghostly
Nothing at all, Not even for 50,000 Mora?
Hey! No means no, alright? This is about my dignity as an intel broker.
Okay.
You really are
And you've learned quite well. Go on then. I'll swing by again.
Ugh.
So, you're his creditor?
Indeed I am. He's resold my intel quite a few times now, pocketing the diff as luck would have it. He would only purchase information from me when he was just about done negotiating with his buyer. So I arranged a little something just...
Ooh.
Oh, I was downright beneficent in charging for that betrayal. It was more about the mess. In any case, I believe that's all we'll get.
Moi, ça me rend triste de voir des coffres et de pas pouvoir les ouvrir.
Most of our intel seems quite dispersed, so let's try piecing it all.
Well, first, no one...
Indeed. And we have...
What into that could that phantom be planning?
Agreed.
J'ai regardé tout à l'heure ma petite sur la bannière permanente. Je suis à 78.
But what you encountered must have been something special. In which case, 2 questions arise. I'll continue investigating along these 2.
I'm back! Luckily, the store owner kept the medicine bottle I left on the table safe for me. Here you go.
Huh. Thanks a bunch, Yehoda.
Oh no, I've got work to do later. And anyway, I was watching it the whole way back. Praying it wouldn't fire. Not until I got... Huh. Of course. I mean, just think about it. Something that size is bound to be comprised of thousands, even tens of thousands of parts. Isn't that just so cool?
It has been a while since the last time it fired. Go on, feel free to go.
Thanks, boss. Anyway, y'all wanna come?
Might as well. Fruits of our labor and everything, you know?
Woohoo! Let's go!
Wow! What a crowd! People seem pretty excited, too.
Oh, for sure. 1 shot, 1 kill, problem solved. Simple and practical. And even if that wasn't how it worked, just listen to how it roars. If that isn't power, I don't know what is. If only I had that kind of strength.
Hey, don't think like that. Your skills and smarts have been a big help to us.
Really? They think that?
Même film de rien. J'espère qu'elle est sur la bannière de Nefer. Oh, le big canon.
Finally, all fixed up. Nothing.
Awesome!
Whew. That sure was powerful. And pretty dazzling, too. Guess that's why everyone's been...
I feel so
You know, Paimon's been wondering, if you're so interested in machines, why don't you go work for
That's what we call drawing a line between your work. I've got some mechanical talents, sure. But this job I have now, no one can do it but me. Anyway, gotta go. See you later.
Says the person who got salt and medicine mixed up. Huh. Looks like the crowd's breaking up as well. Let's head over to his...
Dixit. Dixit, ça veut dire Ilati. Ok, je vois. Hop, 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 hop. Allez, juste à côté du point de TP, ça tombe bien, j'ai pas remis OBS. Voilà.
Let's see now. What's changed since we were
Colon.
gone?
Ah non.
Yeah, if anything, looks like things are settling down. Hey there, Llama! We're back!
The cleanup work has been much more complicated than I expected. Solving problems that have built up over time, I believe it will take a few weeks more. It's as if they've finally been forced to come face to face.
And it's all thanks...
No, I've been focused on taking care of myself these past few days, so I'm in a good place. And since you're looking after the moon marrow for us, I should be able to help you investigate the
Speaking of which, have you heard anything new about that phantom?
I've tried asking around, but to know, what about you?
We haven't made much progress either. But...
I think I've got the gist of it. Sounds like you've got your... In any case...
What do you see?
Ah, c'est leur vaisseau.
Is it over already?
This appears to have occurred a long, long time ago. The memories I sensed are highly turbulent.
Huh? What's the matter?
The flowers changed color.
Yeah, we should go see her. And see...
I'll leave that in your hands then.
Oh wait! Here you go! This is...
Ah, thanks for coming all this way with it. You also, if I may, I have a feeling that Kuthar might be...
Oh, that's true. But we best check if she's doing okay first. See you later then.
Hein? Ok. Oh, hall d'argent lune.
Oh, she doesn't look so good. Sorry for disturbing you, but Are you okay?
Dizzy. It's like I'm returning.
Wait, is that that?
I sense the moon's power.
We got the moon marrow back from the Fatui. Can it help you in any way?
And what do you require?
Come on, don't even think about that. Right now, you gotta focus on getting better.
I might need your assistance in the future.
Oh. Give me your hand.
Okay.
Your feet never left the ground. But anyway.
Significantly, the moon within your body, it is as silent as a reflection in the water. I merely drew forth a ray of its light from the water. Enough to keep me tethered to the ground for now.
I think I sense some other changes as well.
That is the moon goddess's favor. All things I come into contact with will bear this mark. It is harmless and will fade over time.
Speaking of which, do you want to be the moon marrow's custodian now that you've got your power back? It's supposed to be something that belongs to a god in any case, right?
It is the remains of Arya, goddess of the eternal moon.
So it does have to do with... Wait, what?
Did you not know this already?
Llama just said it was different from the other fragments, and that she could sense divine power within it.
And she is correct. When I drew that ray of moonlight from the marrow, I also drew some memories from within. That is how I know that it belongs to the goddess of the eternal moon.
But Llama also saw the past by using the moon marrow. Why didn't she see that?
There were once 3 moons in the sky, each belonging to a goddess who ruled over it. But after the War of Funerary Flame, all 3 lay slain, and 2 of the 3 moons were after Arya's death. Her power coalesced into the iridescent moon's remains have never been found. And while the Frost Moon's goddess died herself, her moon was never broken. As the prophecy stated, this moon would birth a new deity sooner or later. The entity the Frost Moon Scions call the Quête. I can sense that my power belongs to the Frost Moon, but it lies beyond the false sky. Too distant, forget controlling it. Sensing it alone requires immense effort.
Oh, wait, let Paimon count this up. We have the eternal moon's marrow with us. No one can find the iridescent moons. Does that mean you have the Frost Moon's marrow inside you then?
No. It can only form after the moon goddess is dead. Consider it a form of... You may as well ask if there are rocks on the moon.
Oh, so you're saying that you represent the Frost Moon's power, right?
Yes. Now, a god with a gnosis is named an archon. Since you bear the moon marrow, does that make you a moon? You do not wish to become one.
That's not really the problem here. Also, why are you so eager to pass that title on to someone else? Anyway, never mind this becoming a moon goddess stuff for now. We're asking if we should return this moon marrow to you.
I do not desire it.
Huh?
Nor does it desire to come to me.
And what is that?
When I came into contact with its power, I can only guess that this is because I, too, am a moon goddess. 2 moons will not rise at the same time, let alone consume one another.
Guess it's stuck with me for now then.
You sure that's gonna be okay? Well, I did say that you've hidden its power well, but the damselette sensed it just fine. And it's the wild hunt we're dealing with here, not some run-of-the-mill enemy. If it detects the marrow...
The wild hunt? You speak of that phenomenon as if you were to...
Well, it sure looks like there's a person behind it all. Someone with a super clear goal, too. They've been after the moon marrow non-stop.
That seems to ring a bell.
Huh?
My colleagues used to mention someone, back when I was still with the Fatui. He hailed from Conria, gaining abyssal power during the cataclysm, and he had a consuming fixation on the moons.
Conria? Well, we don't know if the phantom we saw has anything to do...
I only know what others called him. The Reikir of Solnari. Huh. There was that title too. Yes.
Wait a second. Dane mentioned him, didn't he? Does that mean that our enemy is Rerir, one of the five?
If that was the case, surely he'd be stronger than this.
I have heard that he disappeared not long after the cataclysm, but when I asked my colleagues where he went, they replied, "Do you really not know?"
Why would they say that?
The tale of his final fate has it that he fell into the moon's reflection, from which there can be no return.
Wait, hold up, pause. There's just too much information.
I felt the same. They seemed to think that I should be the one who would know everything about the moons. But as I said, my prologue lies beyond the false skies. I do not even remember.
Oh.
Either way, following his departure, the wild hunt situation worsened drastically. The present phenomenon may have inherited the same title, but it far surpasses its past incarnation.
Oh, just think that we're up against one of the info. That's way too much for us to handle. That incident on Star Sand Shoal must have been luck then. And even then, he still defeated Marionette.
Oh? What did you just...
That's your... ex-colleague? So, we were on... Did you just... laugh?
No.
She totally did. Are you two on bad terms or something?
No. I simply imagined the put-out expression she must have worn in that moment.
She seemed quite shaken.
Oh, she'll adjust soon enough.
Okay, anyway, we've gotten off topic. Now that we know how dangerous the guy targeting the moon marrow is, you sure you want to carry it around with you, Traveler?
If Fatui intelligence is to be believed, Rerir would prevail even if all of Nod-Krai were to stand against him. Perhaps something restricts him, if only for them.
Before I decide, there's a favor I'd like to ask.
What do you need?
Do you think you'd be able to show me what happened when my sister and I arrived in Nod-Krai? I mean, when our spaceship first landed.
Sure.
That was quick.
As I said, this to me is but a single ray of give me your hand, and ready yourself.
Where is the...
Aether! Come on! We have to leave this place!
What?
Hey! Are you okay?
Our spaceship. A long, long time passed after we landed. No one left the ship during that time, but Lumine found me from outside of it
Huh? How would that even be possible?
I don't know.
The secrets within memories are like cookie crumbs. Take a bite, and they go...
All right. I'll keep the moon marrow with me.
Well, if you...
Will you need my help?
Je suis content d'entendre le voyageur plus parler comme ça. Que ce soit pas toujours Paimon.
I could help you conceal the marrow.
You could? Oh,
Detecting it within you is already no easy task. But I can teach you to further conceal its presence using Kuvaki, like this.
Ooh, looks like a shield.
Can you sense it? Now, try. You learn quickly.
Huh. Looks pretty sturdy. Could probably be used in self-defense in a pinch, huh? Are you always here, Columbina? It's kind of dangerous out there, sure, but have you, like, taken a walk outside or something?
Dislike strangers. Slightly better.
Yeah, the Frost Moon Scions have changed since you last saw.
I will consider.
She seems kind of tired. Either way, thanks for agreeing to.
It wasn't much. The flowers here. They like.
Chronique sélénique. Oula.
Running late again.
C'est quoi le buff que j'ai? Comment je peux le voir? J'ai un bug, je sais pas c'est quoi. Ah, mais il est parti. On nous met en quoi? Je sais pas si tu vois.
I've never heard that name before.
Ok, je sais pas non plus.
Let's keep this news confidential. But if this Rarier is as you describe, he will be a
Yeah, things might be okay if ever. Exactly. Whatever the case, but as it happens, we have our own reasons to protect Nod-Krai. But
Thank you. The Frost Moons, in addition, I believe that the relationships between the various factions, the winds of change are blowing. And we Scions have nowhere to run. Whether our foe is the Fatui or this...
let's see. Speaking of allies, the Krumkaki craft...
Bon, je dois avoir un point de TP à côté. Ce sera mieux.
Rev the engines!
Friendly approach detected. We meet again.
Listen, listen! We've got updates on the Wild Hunt.
Threat level exceeds expectations.
Phew, doesn't matter if he's the Rahira Solnari or Solari or... You were there when we fired it, right? If that isn't the kind of firepower that helps you sleep at night, I don't know what is. True, but the cannon only works against shambling monsters, right? What if Furrier's super...
Well, we'll just get an effort to go grab him and tie him down.
You're not taking this seriously at all, are you?
Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? That's all concentrated Kuvaki, which we'll be shipping tonight. More than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits in a single shot.
You sure have been looking forward to this.
Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the world. All of Nod-Krai, heck, all of Snezhnaya will know my name once we're through. Sure.
I know. There remains an...
Oh, right. Yeah. Since you're investigating the Wild Hunt, remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon? He's...
Wait, what? Didn't we just see him, like...
Yeah. It's still new news. So, not many people are in the know. We were only... I'll send a Nafa over to Nashi Town with some
Oh, he seemed like a good guy. Didn't put on...
The data concurs. This gentleman appears to have been one of the most accomplished. His character has also received commendation. Most would have lacked the motivation to...
Oh, that makes it even worse.
Hey! Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only Ratniki have been allowed on site to investigate.
Got it. Let's go then. You coming?
My tasks are incomplete. The last few batches of ammunition must be randomly inspected.
All right. We'll see you later.
Donc ça, correct. Oh, c'est pas loin. Bon, cette ville est un peu chiante à escalader.
This must be it. Oh, doesn't look like there's any chance. Should we go speak to the guard first?
Might as well try squeezing blood from a stone.
Ah! Never!
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news just now. Aino told you about this. Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess? Indeed. Quicker than we thought as well. Keep your eyes peeled for any clues once.
Elle est vraiment genre comme Yilan. Yilan c'est pareil, elle a son centre d'information à l'IVU. Elle c'est à Nod-Krai.
Just follow me.
En plus je vais mettre Nefer et Yilan dans la même team. Avec Loma.
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
The paperwork checks out.
All right then.
Elle est toujours dans les bons coups, elle.
Might have said this before, Nefer, but you sure do come prepared.
Shishich, my old friend. Fill us in, if you would.
Greetings. If you would allow... The murder happened not long ago. The Sergeant Major was killed by a single piercing strike from a polearm.
Blessure de lance.
Performed a preliminary sweep of the crime scene to facilitate investigation. No obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit...
Entering unopposed. So, do you think there's a chance that the culprit would usually have right of entry?
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from a nearby resident. Specifically, that Flint's was seen entering and leaving this place.
Flint's?
We have tried to contact him, but he...
Very odd indeed.
So...
To be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. Flint's can come across a bit eccentric, but he also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. So he lacks the motive to commit such a terrible crime. But neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal wound itself are in his favor.
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's go outside.
Aussi. Mais j'y pensais direct à Flynn parce que bah c'est pas avec une lance.
So, the evidence points to Flint's, and he just so happens to have disappeared. We know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the evidence to prove this to anyone else. Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions, all of which...
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters, but it seems he hasn't gone at all.
Let's approach the issue this way. First, we must determine our culprit. What?
Yeah! What reason would Flint's have to murder?
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild, rather than in Nasha Town.
Yeah! They would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at the time? This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge. Likely so that he could...
But no matter what, borrowing identities comes with risks, right? What if you bump into the person you're imitating along the way?
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk. Similar to how he came in disguise to obtain the moon map. He likely knew then that the real Flint's would not appear and get in his way during this time. We'd have to ask Flint's ourselves, I'm afraid. But we shouldn't jump to any conclusion, and there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rerir may have already killed Flint's long ago, and been living it. Yes, that...
Then we've got to find him before the light...
Steady now.
We've tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present too, so we're putting... I'll have you know that this is top secret information.
Don't worry, you'll receive a... The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down. Things might go south if you bump into...
Oh right, before we go, should we reveal Rerir's secret? Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? That'll teach him to sneak around pretending to be other people. Hey! Why you let...
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. But I'm afraid, setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust tossing him into a swirling tumult of public opinion like that might just give Rerir more opportunities to... And think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they trust, would they continue to welcome? Unease grips the hearts of those in Nasha Town.
Yeah, you're right. You've really thought of everything, huh?
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once more. We should neither be excessively... This light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination within Wild Hunt anomalies.
Oh, right. We'll have to deal with that mess, too. Yeah, this'll...
You're welcome. I've charged it to your account, by the way.
Hey,
Bah allez, allons le voir.
Whoa! Is that a Lightkeeper's lantern? Is there someone up ahead? Monsters!
Heads up! Charge!
This monster monster was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a plan. There's something in... Huh? Why isn't it giving off light anymore?
C'est pas là.
Is someone there? Please, help me!
Isn't that Flint's voice? Did you hear that? But is that really him?
Let's move! Hear the echoes of the valley! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Headbutt! Yeah! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Kapow! Hero incoming!
We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us! Quick! Use the lantern!
Qu'est-ce qu'il faut... Ah, faut appuyer sur E. Moi, j'ai pas compris. Ok. Mais je peux pas. Vas-y, le CD il est trop long. On pouvait vraiment la tenir dans notre main quoi.
Hand it over. That was mine from the first. You're a fool. You again.
What the? It's stronger than before. Lantern now!
Oh, le combat il est trop fou.
It escaped again. This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
time with Rarer out here, all by yourself.
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere thanks for your aid. To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern, which tormented me so. Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a... and an enviable constitution it is.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on Wild Hunt clearance duty, I shattered one of its cores only for a special crystalline object. I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet strange. I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had me store this crystal. Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without my prompting. It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be dispelled nor weakened.
Is that what Rarer claimed belonged to him? That must be what he's after then!
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak. In fact, I've already beaten him, but I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer. Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered him. And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Were our places switched, would you discard it, knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract?
Yeah, throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to its corrosion and growing weaker by the day...
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival, and either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless to I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though?
What?
Ah. I see. To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so he should have had more difficulty tracking me down. They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a... They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me.
You mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the wild...
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt massing to strike.
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast, then. But if Rarer could have shapeshifted into Sosi, why didn't he just use that Kavaki device to find you himself?
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should, owing to abyss.
Ah.
So not only is this Rarir ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi, but he put his heart and soul into every... Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he was very seldom... He worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them to...
Oh.
But every year they would say, wait a little longer. Wait a little longer. He often wondered if in truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. But the higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him stay there forever. Whereas his subordinates would think, Wouldn't it be a shame if we... So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed its eyes in the depths of the night, and a lantern was slowly lit for him alone. One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rerere's head.
Oh. At least we now know that he's looking for these fragments inside Wild Hunt anomalies.
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he have to die?
Could Rarer be angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fire destroyed the fragments he wanted to collect?
Could you take me to the scene of the crime? We shall just have to exercise some...
Ok. On est là. Faut que je me mouche.
I understand the situation more or less. Much has happened, I see. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here. It seems my fellow Lightkeepers do not wish to make this...
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's already been...
Let's stop here. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once...
Oh? And...
You'll know when the time comes.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident. Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistant.
Yep, that's us.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's if there's anything else you'd like to look into... Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flint's, but considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate...
We'll do our part too. All right, we're go. Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, but we still know nothing about how Flint's is gonna enter. Something the matter? Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly? Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud. You never said you could do magic like...
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before using light, as I thought. You're both sharp-eyed and on the ball.
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. That required a little trick, but let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Just as I thought. Come. Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the Wild Hunt, then, that took my form and killed the
To so about chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of...
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him. He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individual ants. Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned. Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type. Yet here we are, grappling with the...
Oh, if we can't get any leads, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his... You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right?
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before. Well, it doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance. So the device has stopped operating. But the real problem is that... Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been...
The Sosi you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before disguising himself as me.
That's right! If only there was some way to prove it.
You mean hints?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late. Guess...
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. Remember to pick me up by the window.
Ok. Variation de lueur, lune ascendante.
Oh, it's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour.
It is indeed. Our sincerest... We're investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like to know...
Sosi. Oh, you know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me. Just a moment.
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But his mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, he even asked me if we could push his request forward. And I understood, completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. But even more... And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but, what's with those faces?
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hintsa. We can't make everything public yet, but once our investigation...
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks.
Good night. Hope the investigation goes well.
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing 8 days ago, he had yet to act. But at some point after that, he attacked and imprisoned the sergeant. With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus Rerir had no opportunity to discover the malfunctioning mechanical arm. Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms.
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside? So, still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been used to destroy, but how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down. And sleepy too.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. See, we'll have to fight Rerir eventually. And we'll do a poor job if we're not well rested.
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep first.
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside out by now. My colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy.
Well, guess we'll just have to pick you up as usual.
That would be good, yes. Feel free to put the room costs on my tab.
Phew, back inside. We can find.
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. As I recall, had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time? I see. Words truly do. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met.
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a light keeper, I'd say I'm simply doing my
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon.
All right. I suppose I do. Your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself within a lantern, elemental power alone is not. You know humans well. And naturally, but some things that humans would consider difficult are quite normal in the eyes of non-humans.
So, you mean you're one of the...
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae? This race is no longer of any importance, but they still exist.
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all...
I once turned my heart toward humanity. And thus did I experience loss. I once labored and did much, and put an end to my when you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in... Would it not be better then to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light.
Is that why you chose to help them?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them, and was moved to action for the first time in a long, long while. But I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. I could not prevent casualties. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the Final Night Cemetery. Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them. So joining up seemed the most convenient.
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides, I'm well past the age when one might believe in things that must be done nonetheless. There are still some things I will not allow to happen. The chaos that tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the.
Will you need us to get you where you need to be?
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my.
Can you even go back there right now?
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked according to their priority, and we lack. And even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am the master.
All right then, we'll trust you. We sure ended up chatting for a while, huh? I'm on super tired now.
I didn't take you for the cautious sort. Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret. I'd prefer others not to know about.
Paimon's lips are sealed.
All right. Thank.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow. So much noise. What's going on this time?
Hey! Where's Flint's? Is he here?
We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guests.
Resting? We're all about to be done for, and you're talking about rest? Flint's is a wild hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all!
You'd better give him up. If anything happens, your business here is done for.
Or are you in cahoots with him? You with the wild hunt?
What happened? Did something... But we were so careful last night. How did anyone see us? What do you mean? This is so confusing! What do we do? These people are no match for Flint's, but it's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier. Okay!
Hey!
My apologies. My apologies.
Hold on! Cut!
What in Tevat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild and the Curatorium of Secrets of even a boss? Do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
And what hole did you crawl out of?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness, and to escape from all this talk. Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder than any ghoul?
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence. Exactly. And you sure don't look like an impartial party either, Nefer.
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find their man, they can have their little... But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the...
Wait! It's...
All right. I suppose that's the only way. If we don't let them in now, they'll be back sooner or later. What a...
Oh, all right then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial...
Come on!
Flynn a eu le temps de partir, j'imagine.
No sign of Flint's.
But how can that be? Hasn't he always
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to So, Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something.
Yeah,
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused. Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates. News spreading amongst them that everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects. And amidst it all, Flint's name started gaining more and more traction. I'm sure his solid...
So, did Flint's make his escape after hearing about this?
And that's where Yehoda, while everyone was super focused on the argument in the...
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flint's out, only for her to return with nothing but a lantern.
Aw, come on, pause.
We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seeming...
Might he intend to come back and get it later?
Well, he's out of harm's way now.
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is, we got lots of new intel.
All right, then. Yehoda, contact the others. Let's have this discussion over at...
Faut sortir. En tout cas, il n'y a rien de plus drôle que de voir un mec qui se fait fracasser. In-game, hein, bien sûr. Bon, en même temps, il l'avait cherché. Casser les couilles à tout le monde. Une bonne claque sans mise en place.
I see. So Flint's has a fragment taken from within a...
Is he gonna be okay now that he's on his own again?
Earlier, he said that the fragment had gone still, so it's probably of no use to Rare now.
In that case, Rare shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing.
If I were him, I would have simply turned my attention to collecting
a reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of Wild Hunt anomalies destroyed has been greater than Lightkeeper records would indicate. Some of these must have been Rare's doing. He must have been seeking...
This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be Soci and put so much effort into getting...
Maybe 'cause that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself?
Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But I am a mechanic after all. For me, test date? Oh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use Kuvaki to carry out a little experiment?
Our lab could certainly accommodate such a test.
In other words, we gotta destroy a couple of anomalies and collect fragments from them, right?
Lightkeeper operations have just about ceased following the Sergeant Major's passing. Meanwhile, the Wild Hunt continues to grow in scale by the day. I fear only we can keep
Then we best act fast.
A feeling we all share, I'm afraid.
There are 3 Wild Hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently. But I believe we have the capacity to handle it.
Works for me. Nefa and I will take our workshop assistants to deal with...
The curatorium will handle another.
And we Frostmoon Scions shall deal with her...
Paimon didn't think she'd ever get to see everyone here carry...
Never mind you.
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now.
Gotcha! Stay safe, everyone.
Huh. Anyone seen the lantern? Has Flint's dropped by already?
Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right?
Est-ce que... C'est où? Là-bas. Je m'en doutais. Eh bien, je crois que je vais arrêter là la quête principale. Ça fait un bon endroit où s'arrêter, je pense. On continuera la prochaine fois. Je vais me TP là, taper des fatui.
I bet the crops back in the orchard are loving this weather. Guess the Saurians won't have to water them today.
Light it up! Justice o'clock! Yeah! Headbutt! Justice o'clock!
Pretty sharp.
Burn it down! Running late again. Hi! Faster, stronger, on up, yeah!
Ok. Ça marque combien il en faut, mais est-ce que ça marque combien je peux en crafter?
Rise with the sun! Time to roll! Headbutt! Charge!
Mission didn't take too long.
Vous voyez 4 sur 65, ok, non c'est différent. Ok. Loma, t'es où Loma? Loma? Je sais pas pourquoi elle est là. Je vais aller là.
So nice and warm. Nothing like the warm sun on a full stomach to make me feel.
Hop. Loma. Loma. Alors ça j'ai assez. Ça du coup j'ai pas assez. Comment ça 53 requis pour amélioration? Ça doit compter autre chose. Est-ce que ça compte les skills ou l'arme? Je sais pas. Bah l'arme j'ai pas. Les skills peut-être. Possible. J'en ai combien? 10. Sur 24, ça va. Mais le problème, ça va être ça. J'en ai pas beaucoup. Je peux faire qu'une pierre d'Andron. Bon. Je crois que j'irai farmer l'hypostase d'Andron. Allez, 79 de pity sur la perma. Ah oui, bah quand même. Ça faisait beaucoup de pity quand même. Ok. Bon, c'est pas un personnage, mais c'est une arme que j'avais pas. Et qui est pas mal sur beaucoup de persos en vrai. Je pense même objectivement que ce qui est pas mal sur Bennett. Alors augmente l'autoclé de 4%, le déchaînement est monté, même vitesse de déplacement, vitesse d'attaque augmentée. Oh. Bon non, peut-être pas pour Bennett. Enfin, il y a des gens qui jouent Bennett main DPS, donc c'est bien. Ouais, c'est pas mal. Je pense qu'elle est peut-être même pas mal pour Furina, si on n'a pas son arme de signature. Ok, bon, en arme de la perma, j'ai celle-là 2 fois. Celle-là, celle-là, celle-là. Celle-là. Celle-là a raté le 50-50 pour l'arme de Shiori. Celle-là pour l'arme de Furina. Celle-là pour l'arme de Raiden. Bon, j'ai quand même eu celle de Yilan, Furina et Shilonen. C'est pas mal. Mais les 3 persos où j'ai les armes, c'est les supports. Alors que je suis sûr que le main DPS avec leur arme, il fait trop de dégâts. C'est pareil, ma Navia a cette arme là. Alors les stats qu'elle donne, c'est énorme. Mais le passif est pas fou. Le passif est pas fou. J'ai combien de vœux? 23. Boutique. Alors j'ai fait... Attends, est-ce que ça met tout? Là j'ai 27. Et je suis monté à combien de pity? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56. J'ai pas eu peur. 56 de pity, j'aurais pu... Bon, en vrai, il me manque une vingtaine de vœux encore pour avoir un 5 étoiles. Et je pense que je vais essayer d'avoir Nefer et son arme. J'aimerais bien avoir un main DPS avec son arme. Parce que là, même ma Varessa a une arme de 4 étoiles. Bon, elle est très bien. Elle fait le taf de fou. Ah ouais, faudrait que je farme ça aussi. Oh, ça, je peux pas le crafter. Bon, ça, j'ai ce qu'il faut. Puis il me faut ça. J'ai ce qu'il faut pour le faire. Je vais le faire parce qu'il m'en faut aussi pour Loma. J'étais en train de chercher. Je suis sûr que j'aurai une effort, mais Loma sera pas fini. Mais change de perso, merde.
Controlled breathing. Start. It's justice o'clock. Kapow! It's justice o'clock. That was a cheap shot.
Taper les coups.
Faster, stronger. Letting brave names echo. Light up the blazing sun. Charge. Yeah! Kapow! Hi!
Oh le bâtard il est parti.
It's justice o'clock. You wanna stand down? Wrath from the sky. Charge! Headbutt! Hear the echoes of the valley.
Alors. Quoi? C'est pas ça qu'il fallait pour l'homme. C'était ça normalement. Oh non, faut le même truc que Varessa. Ça a changé. Faut que je regarde. Tac, tac, tac. C'était pas ça que c'était marqué dans les... La gazette de Tevat. Personnage. Tendron 5 étoiles. Loma. Farm. Oh, c'est le même truc que Varessa. Je suis un peu dégoûté. Pour toi, c'est quoi? C'est ça. Donc... Je sais pas si j'en ai quand. Dans les trucs de farm, c'est où, c'est là? J'ai pas. C'était marqué que c'était ça qu'il fallait pour Loma. Bon. Bon. Attends, là, je suis déjà à 5000 mètres. J'aime bien prendre le point de TP, genre, le plus loin. Parce que là, du coup, je suis quasiment à l'autre bout de la carte. C'est la quête. Faut voir à quel point la carte est grande. 15 768. Ça fait 15 km. Pas encore tant que ça en vrai. Parce que regardez, je suis sur l'île de Tsugumi. C'est quasiment le point le plus loin. Quasiment. Et j'ai toujours pas fini l'Ibu. En fait, techniquement, l'Ibu pur, il me reste que cette zone-là. Après, il me reste la nouvelle zone qu'ils ont implantée il y a pas longtemps. Là. Enfin, il y a pas longtemps. Il y a 2 ans maintenant. Le gouffre, quoi. À l'extérieur. Après, Sumeru, je pense, la forêt, ça devrait aller assez vite. J'ai déjà une zone à 100%. Celle-là, 91, 84, 84, 71. Genre, à la limite, il y a Clock, ce sera peut-être un peu plus long. Le pire pour moi, ça va être le désert, je pense. Même si ça, c'est à 92. J'ai l'impression d'avoir tellement fait le tour. Et surtout, le désert. Bah, il y a toutes les zones en souterrain. Qui vont me faire chier. Ça, je le sais. Fontaine, tout est fait. Et Natlan, tout est fait. J'essaye de faire au fur et à mesure que ça sort, au moins je suis moins débordé. Donc c'est pour ça, là, une fois que j'aurai fait la quête principale, que j'aurai fait l'event, pour avoir l'arme pour le mob. C'est pas ça. c'est ça. J'étais dessus. Donc ça, je veux. Ça donne de la recharge d'énergie en plus, ce qu'il faut pour l'Oma. Et du coup, avec l'arme qui donne de la recharge d'énergie, j'aurais pas besoin de lui mettre un artefact recharge d'énergie. Et ils avaient mis un post sur Twitter, justement avec la fiche de l'Oma. Oh tiens, on voit. Comment ça se fait? Hop. Ah, ils ont mis I know. Donc ça, c'est que si elle est toute seule dans l'équipe à l'avoir. Sinon, ancien rituel royal, c'est bien. Espadon de Favonous, c'est le meilleur. Ou l'arme de l'event. Et faut up que le burst. Il faut de la recharge d'énergie et de la maîtrise élémentaire. Même pas tant que ça en vrai. Ouais, donc je voulais voir. Là, ils avaient mis l'Oma. Ah, ils avaient pas mis son truc de farm. Et du coup, j'avais demandé pourquoi il faut du TC dégâts crit. Marc, c'est pour qu'elle fasse des dégâts. Mais c'est plus des dégâts perso plus que des réactions, j'ai l'impression du coup. Bon, j'essaierai de la bulle le mieux possible. Je peux regarder, est-ce qu'ils avaient posté une fiche de farm pré-farm? Oh, elle était déjà... Elle était déjà comme ça. Attendez. Parce que là, pour... Ce set-là est recommandé pour I know si c'est le seul à l'avoir. Et là, pour l'Oma, c'est marqué s'il y a 2 personnages de Nod-Krai. Ah, l'effet du bonus ne se cumule pas. Ok, du coup, je comprends. Mais l'Oma, c'est bien dû mettre ça. Si on met... Du coup, Nefer, par exemple, qui sera un main DPS, qui aura du coup un autre set. Je vais essayer d'avoir mes 3 trucs EM, là. Enfin, EM. Maîtrise élémentaire. Les up, avec essayer d'avoir Tokri, dégâts crit, recharger d'énergie. Et voir jusqu'où... Ah bah tiens, là, c'est surligné. Avant, ça y était pas. Tokri, dégâts crit, ça y était pas. Ah, vous voyez. Bon, là, j'ai un peu de dégâts crit. Maîtrise élémentaire était beaucoup up. En vrai, je peux essayer de up celle-là. Oh, PV, c'est chiant un peu. Oh, encore PV. Oh, vas-y, j'ai pas eu de chance. Oh, j'ai eu que de la merde. Bon, je vais y mettre en attendant. Mais ça va dégager. Oh, vas-y, le 3 fois PV. 1000 de PV flat. Bon, de toute façon, j'ai tout à faire sur le perso. En vrai, dégâts crit, il m'en manque plus tant que ça. Bon, Tocrit, ça a toujours été pour moi plus chiant à avoir. En vrai, je suis sur la perma, la bannière perma, j'ai eu beaucoup d'armes. Je crois que j'ai eu quasiment que des armes sur la bannière perma. Chichi. Chichi, je l'ai peut-être eu sur la perma, mince. Jean, je l'ai eu 2 fois, il me semble aussi. Non, qu'une fois. C'était en perdant à 50-50. Je me souviens, c'était sur Casua. Qui j'ai d'autres en perso comme ça? Tignari. Tignari, je l'ai peut-être eu sur la perma. Dia, c'est un 50-50 perdu. Mona, je l'ai pris. Ketching, je me rappelle plus. Diluc, c'est que des 50-50 ratés. C'est tout. Mona, je l'ai pris là parce que du coup, je l'avais pas. Ketching, ça doit être un 50-50 raté. Et j'ai dit, ça me dérange pas trop parce que c'est un perso que je sais pas. Chichi, je crois que je l'ai pris parce que je l'avais pas. Et pas longtemps après, je l'ai eu. Je m'étais dit, putain, j'aurais pris Mona. Parce que du coup, à cette époque, du coup, quand j'ai pris Chichi, moi qui ai plus que Mona, la perma. Et bon, déjà, j'ai pas de chance, faut que je monte à 79 de pity pour avoir un 5 étoiles. Donc, allez. 1. 2. Peut-être 3 persos que j'ai eu sur la perma. En 3 ans. Donc je vais compter 3 persos. Du coup 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 8, 5 étoiles. Sur la perma. Celle-là, je l'ai eu en loupant. Du coup, le 75-25 pour l'arme 2. Je crois que c'était Varessa. Je l'avais mis sur. Je l'avais mis sur Mavuka. Parce que je me suis dit, voilà, c'est une arme 5 étoiles et tout, c'est peut-être bien. Avant de me rendre compte que elle n'avait pas besoin de recharge d'énergie Mavuka. Du coup, voilà. Et puis il y a toutes les armes d'Event là. Non, ça c'est pas d'Event, ça j'ai crafté, ça aussi. Celle-là. Bon allez, je vais arrêter là. J'irai voir ça aussi, un jour. Ok, c'est des quêtes différentes. Mais du coup, demain, si je peux stream, on continuera la quête principale. Et j'espère aussi la finir. Enfin, j'espère. J'aimerais bien que ça dure quand même un peu. En même temps, il faut que je fasse vite pour faire l'event. Mais pour l'instant, j'aime beaucoup. J'avoue, j'avais pas trop d'attente à propos de Nod-Krai parce que je me suis dit c'est une région qu'ils ont mis comme ça parce qu'il y avait trop de leaks sur Schnee et du coup ils voulaient changer des trucs et tout. C'était une région de transition un peu. Et bah pour l'instant j'aime bien. J'aime bien. L'histoire avec il y a les habitants là, les descendants Givrelune et les Fatui de l'autre. Et que ça se bat entre guillemets pour qui va gouverner quoi. Non, l'histoire des lieux et tout est bien. Du coup, là dans les objectifs à court terme, il y a finir la quête d'archon, l'acte 2. Il y a du coup l'event. Et seulement après, là, dans le plus long terme, on va dire, dans ce qui est pas pressant, il y a les quêtes un peu tribal, mais c'est pas le terme. Et les trucs avec Colombina là qu'on vient de débloquer. Du coup voilà. On a en tout cas beaucoup de contenu. Et je crois que on devrait bientôt avoir la mage en caille. Donc il y a vraiment énormément de contenu à faire là d'un coup. Le live c'était quand? Non le... Oh je sais plus. C'était là, c'était vendredi je crois. Du coup non c'est la semaine prochaine. Oh je sais plus. Je sais plus. On sera combien? Parce que je me souviens d'avoir vu une blague sur 24. Il me semblait avoir vu une blague genre March 7 qui serait genre renommé genre September 26. Enfin 26 du coup. Mais ça tombe un vendredi. C'est peut-être pas ça. Hop. Du coup, tac, je vous mets le lien du YouTube. Avoir accès aux rediffusions de live, aux shorts. D'ailleurs, je crois que demain il y a un short qui sort. Comme il y a une VOD de sortie il y a pas longtemps. Bon, je sais plus. Dans quel ordre c'est sorti? Je l'ai plus là-dessus. Merde, mon téléphone il est là-bas. Tant pis. Mais bref. Il y a un jour une VOD, un jour un short, un jour rien, un jour une VOD, un jour un short, un jour rien. Et des fois il y a des commandes qui sortent, mais là j'en ai plus. Et j'ai pas le temps de les tourner. Donc ouais. Parce qu'en ce moment il y a beaucoup de contenu à faire. Quand j'ai commencé les commandes il y avait peu de contenu à faire, du coup ça allait. Du coup ouais. Et je vous mets également le lien du YouTube pour avoir accès dans du Twitter. Pour avoir accès aux annonces de live. Si vous voulez être averti des lives, vous pouvez me suivre sur Twitter. Ou alors vous pouvez follow la chaîne Twitch et activer les notifications. Vous serez éventuellement... Enfin, vous serez aussi averti des lives. Voilà. Sur ce, bah, je vous souhaite une bonne nuit. Je vous dis à demain si tout va bien. Demain soir encore, petit live. D'à peu près 2 heures. Donc là j'ai fini l'acte 1. L'acte 1 on va dire c'est environ 4 heures. Et j'ai compté environ 4 heures pour l'autre. Parce que c'est entre 8 et 9 heures la quête qu'il y a. Du coup ouais je pense que je suis à la moitié de l'acte 2. Et qu'il nous reste une moitié à faire. Du coup voilà. Normalement prochain stream je termine. Normalement. Et du coup le stream d'après pourra se consacrer à l'event. c'est bien, il y a beaucoup de contenu dans cette nouvelle mage, je suis content. Parce qu'il y a des mages qui sont un peu vides. On fait 2 streams et c'est bon, il n'y a plus rien. Là, ça fait déjà le 3e stream sur Nod-Krai, sur la quête d'archon. Bon, après, c'est des streams un peu plus courts. Comme je peux stream que le soir, là, en ce moment. Mais... c'est pas plus mal. Bon, les streams, ils durent 2h, 2h30 au lieu de 3h, 3h30. Je crois que j'ai plus rien à dire. J'ai plus rien à dire. Tac, je vous remets les liens YouTube, Twitter. Je vous souhaite une bonne nuit et je vous dis à demain. Allez, ciao ciao.